All right, guys. This is Joel Snyder again with K&E Realty. We're here for Meet Your Member Monday, and today we have Poke Fresh here with the Howell Area Chamber of Commerce. Now, when I think Poke Fresh, I think like Korean or Japanese. I'm not exactly sure. What is Poke Fresh? Where does that come from? What does that mean?
The word poke means to cut small. So really, it's a Hawaiian word. And back in the day, Hawaiian fishermen would go out, they'd catch tuna and different things, and then they would cut the fish right on the boat, and they would eat it raw. So that's how poke really started. And it's kind of a cross between Hawaiian and Japan, Asian type of, because it's sushi also. It's sushi in a bowl. It's really kind of deconstructed sushi, really, if you think about it.
When I go out to sushi with my daughters, that's a pretty expensive meal. Where do you guys kind of fall in the price range as far as affordability?
Actually, you can fit 3 sushi rolls in one of our bowls, which is a good amount.
3 sushi rolls is a pretty good meal.
And you're going to be basically paying the price for 1 sushi roll on the bowl.
Well, there's another part of that too. So in a sushi roll, typically you're getting 3 or 4 ingredients. Right. In our bowl, we have like 22 options. So there's so much more variety in a poke bowl than there can be in a sushi roll for half the price.
And it's more of like a made-to-your-order type environment.
And we do actually have what we call a sushi burrito, which is a large sushi roll that we cut in half, and it's a pretty popular item on our menu.
I'm sold. So, Chris, I understand you're the founder, and then, Tony, what's your role? How's that work out?
About 8 years ago, I saw a similar concept when I was in Arizona, and it was just kind of hit me that I always wanted to be in the restaurant industry, although I had a full-time surveillance type of job. So I called my daughter, who was just graduated from college, and I said to her, "Hey, I'm seeing this concept that I've never seen before. It's all cold prep, and I would like to see if maybe you'd be interested in doing this with me." And my daughter says, "Dad, I don't really have anything going on. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life." Yeah, let's give that a shot. So about 8 years ago, we started our first Poke Fresh, and we have a couple now. I have another one in East Lansing, but the original is the Howell location, and we've been there for quite a while. So I started another concept called Hummus Hut. We decided that we're going to transition the Poke Fresh business to our good friends. It's actually my wife's best friend since the 3rd grade. She's been managing it for a few years, and her husband Tony here. They're going to be taking over Poke Fresh. I will continue on with Hummus Hut, and we'll continue in the same building like we've been the last few years.
So there's a lot of synergy between the two, it sounds like. So, Tony, I'm curious, as you're coming in, are you looking to really just kind of pick up where they're left off? Are you looking to put a little bit of a twist on it yourself?
Well, when it first started, they asked my wife to be the manager, and I've been in the machine business. I was a machinist for 17 years at a company, and she's like, Chris and Tracy asked me to be the manager at Hummus Hut. I'm like, go for it.
Sure.
And then not shortly after, they're talking about selling it. Now, I've always loved cooking and food, and we jumped right on it because I thought it was a great idea. There's nothing like this around.
Right.
And I thought it would bring in the people. And one thing I said, if you put a good product, Howell will be loyal. And I think that's happened. We were going to keep it the same, because it's successful. I have ideas for other bowls or, other concepts and stuff. And whenever I have that, I always talk to Chris about it because it started out as his baby. And that's the respect I'm showing him, that, I want to keep it like that.
Yeah, sometimes just bringing in a second set of eyes just gives you a whole new perspective. Sure. And that sounds like
Absolutely.
kind of what's cooking in the kitchen here, so to speak.
And we think the same when it comes to food. We have, other ideas coming for Poke Fresh as far as bowls or maybe events we want to try to do, to bring more business in. And it's fun to see people enjoying what we have, because there's nothing like this around as far as the area.
A very unique concept.
Yes, absolutely.
I imagine since you've been there a little while too, you probably have a very strong established regulars.
Oh, we have regulars. Yep. I know them by name, and they know me by name, and some of them I know, their kids play high school sports. I ask about it, but it's a very close knit.
That's one of the beautiful things about being in a small community.
Absolutely.
So just kind of circling back to the chamber, though, how has being involved in the chamber helped you grow the business, maintain the business, and build those relationships?
I've been involved with quite a few chambers throughout my life, and the Howell Chamber is by far the friendliest group of people, and they're very willing to help you with anything you need. So we call them, periodically, see if there's anything we can get involved with, and they always have a lot of opportunities. They've always been very, very good to us, and they offer a lot of different programs. Just putting us in touch with the right people and offering us opportunities to get involved with the community has been a great thing. Yeah, working with the chamber has been wonderful.
The thing too is being new business owners like my wife and I.
Right.
I'm not familiar with any of this. This is my first chamber experience, but being new in the business, seeing how much help we can get is great. I mean, as far as sending out emails or putting the word out, I mean, being a small mom and pop shop, we need all the help we can get. Our location isn't the best. We're kind of tucked in, so there'll be people, we didn't know you were back, or you're back, but so helping with, getting the help with the chamber is just, hopefully get the word out there.
Do you live in the community as well?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Well, hey, it sounds like you guys got a great story at Poke Fresh. I definitely need to check you guys out soon. Maybe I got to bring my daughter. Her and I love sushi, and it's right up her alley. So I hope to see you guys soon in the store, and I hope you guys have great and continued success.
Thank you very
so
much.
I appreciate it.